Hi everyone, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. It's Fresh Catch Friday. And if you're new here, this is a channel where we talk about some of the new releases, reissues, and represses that came out this week. And start with a pick of the week. And there's a list posted down below that's pretty alphabetical, but you'll see a lot of titles on the list that we're actually not featuring today. It's just for, to save some time and keep us all on track. So also last week, some of you mentioned you liked the new setup of seeing the store in the background. So yeah, wouldn't it be nice if I just got the hell out of the way so you could have a little glimpse of Siren Records Monterey. It's just a small glimpse, but sort of gives you an idea of what's going on in here. Okay, I always start out with a pick of the week, and my pick for you this week is something very, very cool. It's a Sunny War, and it's called Anarchist Gospel. Now, Sunny War is actually her name, and this is really her. This is on New West Records. I don't know why I keep saying 9, but anyway, trying to get the glare off there for you so you can see it. This is actually her 4th record. She's been around a while. She came from a past of literally being in a shelter and having big struggles with substances and alcohol. And anyway, she has fought her way back, and she's sober and strong, and she has got this voice that is so amazing. It's like you can feel all the feels. She's got that kind of voice like Nina Simone kind of thing going on. But anyway, she's also a very incredible guitar player, and she can bounce from different genres, whether it's kind of rootsy blues to kind of more funky country kind of rock to major league rock sounds. I mean, she just kind of can cover it all. Great lyrics, and this album was actually produced by the guy who produced the first record for Alabama Shakes, that Boys and Girls. Can't really say the name. It's got a spelling that I know. I'll butcher it. But anyway, this will kind of harken some comparisons to that, but not exactly the same. You'll just kind of get a feel for it. Now, when she was growing up, she was listening to things like Crass and Black Flag, and those influences are not really readily noticeable on the music that she's making here, but it's kind of taught her how to rock for sure. And the other kind of cool thing here, she does a cover of Ween's Baby Bitch, which is kind of interesting. And there's another cover on here, and it's escaping me at the moment. I don't know why I can't think of it, but those are also very catered to the kind of music that she does. This album is the indie exclusive. It's on kind of an opaque reddish pink. It kind of looks like this color right here, and it's indicated there that it is an indie exclusive on colored vinyl, but it doesn't tell you what, but that's what the color is. And there's also a song on here called Earth, and that is got background vocals by love of my life, Jim James. Yes, he's on here with her. And so check this out because she's amazing. And yeah, good one, Sunny War. That's actually her name, Sunny War. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of things. We're just going to go. Had a little problem. My big spring broke on my garage door. I can't get in my garage. I was actually trapped in my garage for a while on Saturday. So the guy is coming, so I'm just whipping through this so that I can go back home and meet him to fix this and get that drama out of my life. But for now, okay, this is Alkaline Trio. It's called Remains. This is the deluxe version. This is through Vagrant Records, and this is a deluxe limited 2 LP edition. This is like EPs and live stuff and outtakes and that kind of thing. And I believe that it is red with splatter. They don't say that on the label here. They just say that it's colored, but I believe this is, anyway, it's the 25th anniversary edition of this, so that's available now. Next up, we have Betty Who. It's called Big, and this is on red vinyl, although again, it doesn't say that it's red vinyl. It is, and she is an Australian pop singer, and she's actually 6'1", which is kind of strange because usually these pop star girls are very small and little, so she's breaking the molds there. Interesting. Okay, this is cool. This is Ray Charles, and it's called just Ray Charles, and it says it's in mono, and I'm just trying to look for a sign for that. I think it legit is, but I'm not seeing it, a little, print thing for that. Anyway, this is his 1957 debut album. It features Hallelujah, Hallelujah, I Love Her So, Mess Around, and I Got a Woman. And this is on limited edition crystal clear vinyl, and that's pretty cool. Next up, this is Arthur Conley, and this is Sweet Soul Music, and it's through the same label, through Atlantic. And this one, you see how it says mono right here? That's what I was looking for on the Ray Charles one, since it's through just, the same label, but I couldn't find it there. Anyway, this one is for sure. This was actually produced by Otis Redding, and, it's pretty interesting. It's... he actually co-wrote some of these songs too, like Sweet Soul Music, and I want to say there's another one too. Oh, I'm a Lonely Stranger, and Where You Lead Me, Let Nothing Separate Us. So Otis did a lot of writing with him, but anyway, he subsequently produced this. This one is also on crystal clear vinyl, and pretty cool. All right, next up, Demigod. This is Slumber of Sullen Eyes. And this is just more Norwegian black metal. It's the crown jewel of, Finnish death metal. Sorry, usually when you want death metal, you want it to be Norwegian because they're the pioneers of the genre and all this. But anyway, these guys are premier and from Finland. But anyway, this is reissued in this band-approved new edition. It features a booklet with a lengthy article about the band and visual memorabilia, a huge poster by Rob Smits, the original cover artist, who's created the new version of the album cover for the new millennium. And it comes to you on this limited transparent green vinyl, the color of the sticker. It does tell you that, and it's on the Svart label. Okay, then we have Discover, and Discover is I guess it's self-titled, Discovery LP. Let me see, not Discover, Discovery, pardon me. But anyway, it's a collab between the guy Rostam from Vampire Weekend and Wes Miles from Rah Rah Riot, and this is an album that hasn't been available for a little while, and this is on orange vinyl. It tells you right here. And it actually has a bonus track on it too, so that is something. This is Elaine Elias. It's called Quietude. She's kind of like, bossa nova, jazzy kind of roots. She's an excellent piano player, and this is a new one for her. Then we have, this is pretty self-explanatory, Everly Brothers All-Time Greatest Hits. It's pretty much everything you want from the Everly Brothers on here, and it's on the Curb label. Okay, now this one, there's no writing at all on the cover, but it's Funerals, like F-V-N-E-R-A-L-S, Funerals. And I think there's a few Funerals reissues, but I'm just showing you this one. This one is actually called Let the Earth Be Silent. And, it's like all about depression, isolation, despair. It's a duo. Not sure where they're from, but anyway, this also comes on a kind of a gray and black splatter vinyl. Okay, then we have Grandmaster Flash. This is Soul Soul Jam 2000. This is the 25th anniversary edition of this, and it is through BMG Rights Management. And it's from a classic from 1997. It features hits like Double Exposure, Instant Funk, Lolita Holloway, Sky, First Choice, and more. Anyway, it's pressed on limited edition, what they're calling jam color vinyl. I'm not really sure what jam color vinyl is. It says that, and the jam color is in this kind of yellow and red. So I don't know, but anyway, there you go. That's available now. This is Ricky Ililonga. and it's called Zambia. Now, he's a multi-instrumentalist. They called this kind of music Zamrock, and it was an African spin-off of like indie rock kind of on the African continent, and Nigerian stuff. Well, anyway, this is like pretty impressive. Very much like a spin-off of the Velvet Underground folk rock and garage rock, that fuzz tone kind of stuff. This is on indie exclusive smoke colored vinyl. All right, then we have Mayhem, right? Yeah, this is live in Leipzig. And it is the legendary show featuring the classic lineup of Dead, Euronymous, Necro Butcher, and Hellhammer. Okay, and that is now available. All right, this is Mom Jeans. It's called Best Buds. This is their debut album from 2016. It's a reissue of that. And it's kind of upbeat, more lyrical, emo, and this is on actually blue vinyl too. Okay, then we have Mysticum, and this is Planet Satan. And that is on Peaceville Records. And let's see, it's a hypnotic work of otherworldly satanic black metal from the Norwegian pioneers. So yes, this is the real deal. All right, and through the Peaceville label. Okay, there's a new Ozzy Osbourne. It's called Patient Number 9, and this is through Epic. Okay, so, gosh, don't know what number of album this is for Ozzy, but anyway, it comes with a Todd McFarlane comic. It's 2 LPs, and it's been nominated for a load of Grammys. And yeah, believe it or not, Ozzy's still doing it. Okay, then we have Wilson Pickett, the exciting Wilson Pickett. This is also one of those Atlantic titles. This one is from 1966, and this one actually had a lot of crossover hits for Wilson Pickett. Like In the Midnight Hour is on here, Land of a Thousand Dances, 6345789 is on here. But anyway, it also has a lot of the deeper cuts are just excellent tracks from him as well. If you're into his style, his voice, excellent stuff. And this one also is on limited edition crystal clear vinyl, and it does say that on the sticker here. It's just very hard to read. Okay, this is Ray. It's called My 21st Century Blues. Now this is the debut studio album from this British singer-songwriter. She left Polydor, and she is with a indie kind of label. I want to say it's what is it? What is the name of this label? Because it's not. Oh man, something like Human. I don't know, you guys. Anyway, it's not probably on the inside label. It's an indie label. She's moved over to indie label now, so there you go. I'm sorry. This is, I can hardly even say this. It's Sanguish Sugabog. It's called Homicidal Ecstasy, and it is on Century Media. And this is on clear, red, and black. It is actually the most promising upcoming death metal outfit. They're back with their sophomore album, Homicidal Ecstasy. And it's a violent and mature, brutal death metal explosion that can withstand any maneuvers. Transparent, vicious, bloodshed red, black marbled 180-gram vinyl, including a wild and very detailed art booklet. It's limited to 1,500 copies, but it's here for you now. Okay, next up we have Savatage, Hall of the Mountain King. Now there's a lot of Savatage reissues this week, but I just picked this one out for you. This one was the turning point of this band's musical identity, and they have mastered it for vinyl now. It's got the restored original artwork, and I believe there's really detailed liner notes. It's on the Adele family member is the label, I think, or Ear Music Classics. I'm not sure. I can't quite tell. But anyway, there's probably like 5 Sabotage reissues this week, but that's the one. Okay, then this is Slightly Stupid. It's self-titled, and this was actually their first album, their debut album, and this is the first time that it's on vinyl. So you can get that now too. And that is on, I believe, their own label. No, it's on Skunk Records. So anyway, you guys know they're kind of like that reggae tinged, they're from California, from Long Beach. But you know, they kind of are, they've got that sort of reggae laced sound, kind of like Sublime and Revolution, that kind of stuff, okay? This is the soundtrack to Deadpool 2. And this is music by Tyler Bates. This is limited to 1,000 copies. Gosh, I'm so sorry about that glare. It's on transparent pink vinyl. And it's the follow-up to, of course, Deadpool. This guy, Tyler Bates, was an award-winning composer known for Guardians of the Galaxy and John Wick and Atomic Blonde. So the original movie soundtrack with 22 tracks from David Leitch's 2018 hit sequel. It includes a 4-page booklet and a fridge magnet. And it's on a 180 gram vinyl. Okay, this one is called SYML, Simul. Okay, and it's the day my father died. It's on bone-colored vinyl, although it doesn't. Does it tell us that? Yeah, it does. The sticker says bone-colored vinyl. So this is an exploration of ways in which our lives intertwine. It's very think tank kind of stuff, indie alternative. Okay, this is Humphreys McGee. It's called Asking for a Friend. I think this originally came out like 2021 maybe, it could be 2022. They're a Chicago jam band, and this album is relying less on guitar leads and more on like harmonic textures. It's like a kind of a different direction for them, but yeah, that's who that is. This thing looks so cool to me. This is various artists. It's called the Magnolia Record Club Spotify Singles Volume 2. And this is just an album. It's a collection of rarities, covers by, you know, famous artists covering other people's songs. Like, for example, the Stevie Wonder song I just called To Stay I Love You is recorded by John Prine featuring Secret Sisters. The Cranberries song Dreams is covered by Japanese Breakfast. Walk Like an Egyptian, that Bangles song, covered by Jade Bird. Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke, recorded with St. Paul and the Broken Bones featuring Lizzo. There's just like a lot of really cool stuff on here. Marty Robbins' song El Paso, recorded by Shovels and Rope. There's just, you know, great stuff here. So that looks very interesting to me. Okay, this is Wave, and it's a self-titled album. That's the Blur guitarist Graham Coxon with Rose Eleanor Dugall. And what they do is kind of a dual vocals and harmonies. And anyway, this is a double, and it is on double green transparent vinyl. So yeah, interesting stuff going on there. This is a beautiful piece. This is a new Weezer, not brand new, but Weezer did this is called Seasons. And it's sort of spelled SZNZ, but it's pronounced Seasons. And this one is Spring, and it's the first in a project that they did, the Seasons Project. This is the first of 4, and what they did was, well, this is actually their 7th EP, but it was the first in the series of 4 seasons, okay? So Spring. And they made it to where each was to be released the first of each seasonal solstice on that day. And the music, the cover art, everything evokes that particular season. So here we go, Spring. It's here for you now, and that is through Atlantic. Yeah, oh, and it's on glow-in-the-dark vinyl, too, which is kind of cool. Okay, and then, gosh, I feel like we just keep talking about this all over and over, but it's Rhino. Bob Ace Weir of the Grateful Dead, remixed by Derek Featherstone, remastered by David Glasser. I know we had part of it that we already talked about this, and seems like we had a CD or something last week, but anyway, seems like there's always another way to keep calling this a new release. It's the 50th anniversary. It's on 180 gram, and there you go. Okay, so hope that wets your whistle. I hope you found something that you think might sound interesting that you want to get into. And thanks for sitting in with me once again. And boy, don't forget to try that Sunny War, at least on Spotify, or take a listen to her. She's top drawer. Okay, guys, I will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. And here we go. Bye, Siren.